With us again is Concetta Bertoldi, New York Times bestselling author and renowned psychic medium. Concetta has helped thousands of people across the world throughout her career. And Concetta, we'd love to hear from you how you do this firsthand. What really goes on with the living that come to see you?
Well, it seems like everyone can relate to this whenever they've lost somebody they love. Mm-hmm. So it's something everyone can understand. And I understand it so well because I hear dead people.
Right.
And I collect so many of these beautiful stories and testimonies, and that's why I write my books. Because in the books that I've written, I have included so many first-hand stories from many, many, many of my clients.
Yeah, incredible stories too. They're great. You should really read Concetta's books if you haven't.
Oh,
absolutely.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Well, in all fairness, and I don't like to pat myself on the back because that's so vain, but I do really enjoy, if I were to tell the truth, I really enjoy when people tell me that they get something out of it that gave them healing or gave them peace. And these are these are kind of the things that people say to me.
Well, that is the point, right?
Is
it's
that
really
why,
bringing closure to people and healing.
Is that why people come to you? What is their main reason to come to you? Is it obviously to speak to loved ones who have passed?
Right.
But,
well, I think it starts out with that. Because they don't really know me, and if they've never seen me work, and they don't know what I bring to the table, they might just be coming out of curiosity. Or because they've really missed somebody that they've loved and lost, and they want to see whatever there is I can offer. But I think the end result is, because I understand the subject so well, that I think I know how to put into words the peace that I offer, that the other side offers, in the fact that we don't die. And that someone hopefully will leave me knowing that the person they lost is not gone.
Right.
And that is
that's
in the
amazing.
air. And that they're right there in the air they breathe. They're not up in the clouds, and they're certainly not in the ground or the dirt. So when someone comes to me, I reconfirm over and over again that we will see each other again. That this is not all there is. We don't turn to dust. There's a place we go. So it gives me great satisfaction to have somebody leave me, feeling better about the fact that it's not all over and it's not the end of the story.
And then you give people messages from their loved ones, which, it's just confirmation of that.
Baby, but it's not me. It's the other side giving the messages.
Right. So you're the
conduit.
Yes.
But I never forget that, Barb, because
from God's ears to your mouth.
Oh, well, I love it if it goes that way. But believe me, I worry about it sometimes. Sometimes I have certain friends that are very highly evolved in terms of their knowledge of my work and what it involves to do my work. So I will go to them and say to them, am I doing the right thing? Is God proud of me? And I worry about that because I believe, my faith is so strong in God that I do worry that I'm doing the right thing, saying the right thing, giving the right message. I mean, it's something that I carry a lot.
Well, that's good. Well, I think you are, by all the people that you're healing, giving closure to. You just keep, people keep coming to you. You keep doing the work. If you weren't on the right path, somehow something would stop you.
Yeah.
I like to believe that. I certainly do. But again, I'm only human, just like everybody else. So, I strive to be a good person. Obviously, I talk about karma and all these things.
Yeah. Right.
Obviously, I want good
Practice
karma.
what you preach.
Yeah. Exactly.
And doesn't everybody leave happy after they've had
I
a
like to
session
believe that they do.
Then you're doing a good thing.
Or at least maybe they're not happy, but it may be more peaceful, right?
I like to believe that.
So there's your proof right there.
I like
that you're doing a
and
beautiful thing.
we also like to say that we know you have like some 5 to 7 year wait to see people anyway. So really people need to come to your events and
right. But getting back to what you just said about everybody leaving this way, it's also a personal choice because there's so many examples I can give you, but I can give you one that comes off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I work in other countries as well.
Yeah.
So I have worked very much in Mexico City, and I love the Mexican people. They're beautiful. And early in my career, I remember meeting 2 women, very, very famous women. So the difference is when I did the work for both people. One, my friend Talina, went on to honor her daughter and has all these years, and remembers her with a smile on her face, and she just is amazing the way she's carried on after losing her only daughter. She's an example that is so beautiful. Now, the other woman...
But did she become that way or get that way because she had a session with you? Did you help her to...
I don't want to take the credit for it. I will say it was a combination. I will say it was in her to begin with, to look at this bright, not the bright side, there is no bright side, to look at the side of her faith in God brought her to a realization that spiritually this is the right choice for me. Okay, and that's how she carried on. It was miracle the way she carried on, and showed the world too, because she's famous. So when everybody
that's
knew
great.
her,
What a great
everybody
example
knows
for
her
everybody.
daughter. So when they see her and when she talks about Mariana, which is her daughter's name, the whole Mexican country admire her, and she's taught them how to recover from a terrible tragedy. The other woman did the exact opposite. You know, the exact opposite, and it's very, very sad because. I mean, without going into a lot of detail, she did not do what Talina did. So that was her choice, is my point. So even with me working with two completely different people, they had terrible tragedies. A child lost to both of them, and one said, I'm going to go about it this way, and the other one said, I'm going to go about it that way.
We know that you have helped thousands of people.
Well,
so
thank you,
even though,
honey.
no, absolutely. I mean, I hear stories all the time about
thank
it,
you,
and it's wonderful work that you're doing, and
Thank
it's
you,
really.
baby. I
So
appreciate
everybody
that.
should be reading your books and getting on your list and coming to see you.
Yeah, and it's amazing. How I came to do what I'm doing has also amazed me, because I heard dead people all of my life, but I never thought I'd be doing this publicly. It was just not something I thought I would ever be doing. You know, I worked in the mainstream as a receptionist, and that was my skill. I knew how to tell people, you know, who do you want to talk to? Hold on. My husband says I used
That's
to,
funny. You actually
You
just
stole
said
this
that.
here.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. My husband says I used to take calls from the second floor. Now I take calls from the top floor.
I love that. We should use that.
That's excellent. I'm sure that's
Taking
great.
calls
I
from up there.
love
That's
it.
what-
And we will see you next week when we chat again with Concetta.